Hello, everybody. Hi. I'm so sorry, y'all. I'm 2 minutes late. I just came back from the gym and I've been rushing, so y'all can hear it in my breath. I'm trying to catch my breath. Okay. So, how was your Friday going? How was everybody Friday? How was your week? All right, Emily. Hey, Paula. How are you guys doing? Paula, your shipment will be sent out today. No, well, you'll get a email today. So you'll get an email today, but I'm gonna send it out tomorrow. So your order will be sent out for the one that you won. Then I thank you for being patient with me. Normally I have my orders in and out like within a couple of days, but it's been so hectic trying to get the website up, and it's been hectic trying to get certain products because I, wanted new ingredients. I wanted it to be perfect for you guys. So I thank you for your patience. So every order that I have will be sent out tomorrow. So that's why today will be an open mic Bible study, because I do have orders to get to. Okay, and I do have to cook. Yeah, I'm so hungry. I am beyond hungry. It's ridiculous. I might cheat today. I might just take a little trip to McDonald's, or I may have Emily go order me something. I don't know. However I feel. But we're gonna get into it, okay? So I called this one an open mic night because this is just basically a time for you guys. If you anything you want to talk about, it's open for you guys. Anything that you want to ask, anything that you just need help with in life, you want advice on, we're all here to help one another. I know it's only just me talking, but you guys can text back and forth, and then we can have the conversation like that. I was going to do Zoom, but I didn't have time to put everything up, so I said, okay, well, we'll do it like this. That'll be okay for everybody. I think I do have a couple of questions I do want to ask you guys, and I would like your opinion and your mindset when it comes to these questions. Some of these questions are kind of deep, and I just want to know, as my neighbor, where's your mindset when it comes to Christ? Where are you at when it comes to being a Christian? Okay. And this won't take long. I think this Bible study will probably be, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm losing weight. So this is beginning to be too big. I done watched it so many times, and it's getting ridiculous. So we're just gonna jump into it. This should not be long, probably 20 or 30 minutes, because y'all know I talk fast and I'm trying to get it in and out. So I'll have time to eat and get to these orders. Okay. So the first question, and just let me know if you guys are ready. Like, put a thumbs up, a heart, anything. So I just know that you guys are ready. Okay. Paul, I see you. Okay, cool. All right. So let's get to these questions here. Okay, so why do you guys think that God allowed evil to exist? And some of these questions are pretty deep. I just really wanted to know your mindset on it. Why does a good God allow evil to exist? What's your take on that? So I think somebody just joined in. Sometimes it let me know, sometimes it don't. It's starting to let me know now, so that's great. But whoever just jumped in, I don't know the name. Today is open mic night, so just giving you a heads up. I won't be doing Bible study, or I won't have a word for you guys. It's open mic night, so this is a time for you guys to talk about whatever, anything you want to ask me, anything you want to ask Emily or Paula, anything that you want to vent out, anything that's going on in your life. You want advice, you want our opinions, you want to vent, you want to cry, whatever it is. This Bible study session is for that. So the question that I asked, and I would like your opinion on it as well, whoever just joined. Why does a good God allow evil to exist? So Emily said it will help you to be able to make a choice so that he can see you, so that he can see you really deserve to live within him. Can you deal with the trials and tribulations that come here? At the same time, will you go to me? I think that's a perfect answer. That's perfect. Paula, what you thinking? Newcomer, what are you thinking? Why does a good God allow evil to exist? And this is not just so much for me to know where your mind is set is at. It's just for us to really, to bond and understand. Because I feel like when a person speak their opinion or give out advice, it kind of tell you where that person's at in life. That's my personal opinion. You ever talk to somebody and you ask them a question, the answers just sound like trash. It don't make sense. So you like, I'm good. I ain't going to them. That's what basically what we're doing. I think because I feel like it's a learning lesson and he puts us through things so we can learn from it and lean on him to get through it. Yes. Perfect, Paula. Perfect. I agree with both of you guys. Second question. Why does God remain hidden? I like this. Great question. Makes me think deeper. Never asked that before. Yeah, so I just wrote certain questions down. You know me, Emmy. I'm a sapiosexual. So my mind, or however it says, sapio, whatever. That's what I am. Mentally is what gets me going. So I like to ask those questions that'll make you think. But you know me for 11 years, so you know that by now. So the second question, I'm sorry, guys, was why does God remain so hidden? Why is he so hidden? Why is it to where that we can't see him when we ask to see him? Like, God, I want to see you. God, I want to hear you. God, I need to know what you want me to do. Why is it that most of the time he's hidden? Now, I will say this. I've never seen him. I saw his eyeball one time and I've heard his voice, but I've never seen what he looked like. So, but why do you feel that for people that are like, what? You saw his eyeball? Yeah, I did. I was scared too. And it was real big. But why do you feel like, why is God so hidden? And some of these I can give my feedback on some since you guys are typing. I feel like the reason why God, in my opinion, why God is so hidden is because if we were able to see him, it's like we kind of get what we want. So we won't want to go through anything, or we don't have to go through anything because it's like an easy access. So for example, if I said, well, God, I need you to show me your face right now, or I'm going to not be a Christian. And he showed his face and it's like, okay, cool. Yeah. So it's like a confirmation for us to do or to feel what we, want to do. But at the end of the day, that's where faith comes in. So what's the point of having to see him all the time? Because that means if we see him all the time, then what's the point of faith? Because faith is to where, like, I know God is here and I don't see him, but I got faith that he is. So I feel like if he were to show up all the time that we ask him to show up, it's like, okay, our faith wouldn't be so strong. It's like, okay, but we're expecting you to come because we said God come and he came. It's not a learning experience. I think he is very present, but that is where he wants us to exercise faith. Right. Okay. So yeah, we're saying the same thing. Okay. Faith is the only way we can. Right. Literally me and Mama was just about this. Of course. All right, Sabrina. All right now. I'll just think about that. Yeah. So, I mean, that's what I think too, y'all. So we all basically saying the same thing. Like, because faith really wouldn't be on the spectrum that it would be on today if he's so easily to pop up and if he's so easily coming on command, we wouldn't be so deep into faith. Next question. How are Christians called to love people who are dating the same sex? I'm going to say that again. How were Christians called to love people who are dating the same sex? So one thing I will say, true story, because I told you guys, I don't lie to you guys. My sister is getting married to a woman. Do I agree with it? No, I don't. Do I love her and the woman? I absolutely do. I love them to death. I really do. I see her fiance as a sister of mine. But I do not agree with the decision that they're making at all. So I believe as a Christian, a chosen, anointed, a woman of God, that we can't make judgment. Okay, we're here to love one another. That's really what we're here for, and to do God's deeds, and to spread God's word, his kind, his gestures, the trials and tribulations, to help one another, to be there for our neighbors, to take on burdens, to spread love, peace, kind, grace. We're supposed to do all of that, right? And I can't see how we can say we're Christians, but yet because they're doing a certain sin that we all do, but they're doing one particular sin that we don't agree with, we're going to just cut off that love and turn on that hate. It's not right, and it's not fair. So I don't see how people of God can easily just disown someone because they're dealing with the same sex. It's not right. So you're supposed to be there for one another. You can pray and cover them and pray that one day that it's, because I believe personally, dating the same sex is a mental disorder. That's just my opinion. I think it's a mental thing that you're going through because you've been born with a certain piece that God would like the other part to be, if we're thinking this way. And I don't believe that he wanted the same sex to do it that day. It was meant for the opposite sex, So God loves everyone, so why can't exactly? For God so loved the world, and so forth. If God loves, I have to love. What God hates or dislike, I have to as well. God hates the sin, he loves the sinner. I have to do the same as well. Correct. And plus, we all sin in certain ways. But I will say this: dating the same sex is an intentional sin, right? And this is something I just had a conversation with another person. To where, they were like, well, if you're a Christian, then you're supposed to still be there. You're supposed to still. I said, no, I can still be there for you, but I don't have to indulge in this sin that you're doing. Yes, let's say, because I have 2 kids by 2 different men. So of course I committed a sin. I had sex before marriage. Okay. And obviously not once, twice. I've got 2 kids. And I've learned from that. Right. So that's something that I told God and went to God, I will not do again. Okay. But if you're telling God, I'm sorry for dealing with the same sex, and then you're intentionally about to marry the same sex, well, now you're playing games. Now you're playing with them because you're saying you're sorry and God forgive me, but now you're intentionally involving yourself in this sin. There's a difference. So that's what I told that person that tried to go down my throat. And I wish them well. Hey, I wish you, but I don't agree with it. And that's okay. I can still love you and not agree with your decisions. Okay. And then the next question: how should the church? Okay, Emily, I feel it's more of a lie than a sin. Speak it. If we can ask God to regulate the mind and drive the lie out with the truth, I feel a lot of people will be able to breathe a lot easier. And that's why I say it. That's why I think it's a mental issue. Because if you're mentally lying to yourself, you start to believe it, right? And I know, I'm just saying now, you got some people, I know we all know a couple of people out here that be telling them that they, we know it's a lie. And they are actually saying, no, this is right. And you look at them like, no, that ain't right. Because you know it's a mental thing going on there. Like, no. But definitely agree with you. Definitely agree. It's more of a lie than a sin. Yes, ma'am. 100%. Okay. Next question. Yes, I'm taking from this. I came out of homosexual. It is mental. Yes, I'm taking from. Yeah. Yes. Yes, ma'am. Which I'm proud of you. I got a surprise for you next Friday. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. How should the church respond to racism? How do you believe a church, and that means a congregation, that doesn't mean just me and you, that means multiple people that believe in the same spirituality, the same beliefs. So how can multiple people, right, respond to racism? How would you go about that? Or what's your take on that? I believe that we should, when it comes to being like somebody being racist, I mean, I've never been in a situation to where I've had that particular situation happen. to where, you know, I've been in a situation, somebody called me the N-word or somebody talked down to me, as, you know, I don't know, have that happened to you guys? It's never happened to me. So I really can't say it, because you know how sometimes if it never happened, what would you know? You know, you can't say, oh, I wouldn't do this, or I wouldn't do that, you know, because you never know what you'll do when you're in that situation. And I know I'm saved, but I'm not slow, and I will defend myself, you know? So I do now, of course, and I think we all as Christians, we learn to now think before we speak, because now we're trying to speak like God, and we're trying to move like God, and we're trying to, you know, trying to be similar. We can't be like him, you know, we will never get that way, but as long, you know, we're trying to do our best, right? So I'm trying to see, if somebody were to call me the N-word, if a white person was to call me the N-word, how would I react? How would I respond? How would you respond to that? I know I would say, and I'm gonna be honest, I don't think I would more so get mad. I would be disappointed. I feel like I would be more disappointed than anything. And I would want to, because it's like their lack of respect, their lack of love, their lack of just a human decency, you know? So for me, I think I would. Racism was taught, not born with. Correct. Same thing with the mind. Drive the lie out the truth. If we say we serve God, then reads his word, then you would have to go with what the word says. God never said color. That's correct. Yeah, I definitely believe that. But just a quick question to him: if somebody called you the N-word, how would you think you'll go about it? Just curious. If I had the Bible, I probably just like want to, you know, read something out of it. Like, hey, you know, hold on. I need you to take a look at this scripture real quick. Because I know Sabrina, she'll probably sit there and get the Bible and start praying and open up. Paula, what do you think? What would you do if, okay, I agree. And I would pray for them, especially, right. My flesh would be angry, but I would try to let my spirit speak for them. Okay. Yeah. Okay. What does the Bible say? Oh, what's your take, Paul and Emily, on what does the Bible say about divorce and remarriage? What's your take on it? Now, from what I gathered, the Bible says that if a man divorce, like if two women get divorced and and he marries another woman, she's already condemned to adultery. I said, oh my. Now we gotta, because that one I never played with. That's why I personally would not marry somebody who's already been married. You're not about to automatically condemn me to adultery, because I ain't had nothing to do with this. That's just me. And I'm going to say that again. What's your take on marriage? Right? Sorry. What's your take on divorce and then being remarried as being Christians? I will not date a man who's been married. That's just me. And then if me and my husband to get divorced, I'm not marrying again. I'm not going to do it. And that's something I know. I'm not doing it again. Because the person I marry now been condemned to adultery, and they had nothing to do with what I had going on. And it's only one way you could get get divorced. I believe God said through adultery. Outside of that, everything else is fine. God has to ordain it. I wouldn't want to even get into something with someone that I'm not even spiritually yoked with. Correct. The only way it is departed is by death. Divorce would not be an option. Yeah. But yeah, that's true. But the only way God said he's okay with divorce is if it's adultery. That's the only way. And I think that's in Matthew. That is the only way. And I read that about 4, 5, 10 times. I know it. That's why I don't play with marriage. I don't play with people being married. I don't do it. I haven't read that Bible verse yet, but I think it should be worked out. And because you made that promise. Correct. That is correct. That is correct. I don't believe in divorce. And that's why I want my first marriage to be my only marriage. Matter of fact, Paula, hold on. Let me give that. Let me give it to you. Let me give it to you. Hold on. I know it's Matthew because one of my sessions was about it. I'm gonna find it really quick. Hold on. It's in here because I got studies. Here we go. Matthew chapter 5, verse 31 through 32. And it is also said, whoever divorces his wife, let him give her a certificate of divorce. But I say to you that everyone who divorces his wife, except the ground of sexual immorality, makes her automatically commit adultery. And whoever marries a divorced woman commits adultery off top. Right here, guys. Right here. Hold on. Let me see that bright, probably too light. Oh, fudge. You can't see it. There you go. Matthew chapter 5, verse 31 through 32. Look at that last line. And whoever marries a divorced woman commits adultery off top. I told y'all, I don't play with marriage. So that's how whenever, because I am currently, dating. So whoever in the midst of dating, I do ask, hey, have you been married? And if they go, yeah, gotta go. I don't want no parts of that. No parts of it, y'all. But I don't believe in divorce. Let's see here. Out the door, girl, out the door. Because you're not about to have me automatically committed to a sin that I didn't do. Oh, no. I had nothing to do with this. So why am I being, but God said so. Because, and the reason why he says so is because your first wife is your only wife. That's what, there should be no divorce. He don't believe in divorce. He don't believe in diversion. He don't believe in anything that departed. He likes us all to be together. So he don't believe in it, So because you've done it, and he don't like people going through the back doors. That's in the Bible as well. Like he don't like, and back doors meaning neighbors. So he don't like married people to go through the back door to speak to other people, which is AKA known as going in somebody else's household and dealing with their husband or spouse. I love how he words certain things in the Bible to where it's like, God, really? Like he was hip. Like God, he wasn't playing no games. Like he was hip with certain things. And the way he words certain things, I was like, wow. Who says going in the back door? Who says that? God. Like I wouldn't think to say that. Like I'd be like, okay, well, he went to her house and he messed with her. But God said, no, the back door. And why is the back door? Because he wasn't welcome in the front. Oh, my Lord Jesus. Okay. See, don't get me started. Let me go on back to these questions. All right. Let's see here. So we're going to go to, okay. What does Christians believe about death and dying? What's your take on death and dying? What are we supposed to believe about it? What are we supposed to be waiting for? I believe about death and dying. Like if you're a Christian and you saved, you shouldn't be scared of death. You shouldn't be scared of dying because you're going home. And as a Christian, you know that this world that we're in, we're vacationing. And I wouldn't even say vacation because it's hard here. So I would say we're just here for a little bit. And we know where we're going. That if you believe in God, then that you really never die. You are waiting for his return. That too. Because listen, I just want to When I see him, I'm gonna smell him and hug him. I'm gonna cry. I know my eyes gonna be puffy. My eyes gonna be so puffy. I feel like he smells like air, and air just don't even have a smell, right? Like maybe cotton balls and baby powder. Like I feel like he smells fresh. I don't know, but I do want to smell him, and I do want to just hug him. I do want to hug him. I'm weird with it. Like I just want to, I like when I see him, you know, and when he just say those words to me, like, thou faithful servant. Oh gosh, thou faithful servant. And I know I'm going to cry my eyes out. Do you guys hear me? Because woo, and I know he's gonna be big. He's gonna be huge. I know, I've seen it in dreams. He's gonna be so big. And I'm scared of heights. So half of me worrying, am I gonna be worrying about the fact that I'm in the air or what? When Gabriel opened that book and my name is in that book. Yes, sir. Listen here. Crying. I made it. Thank you, Jesus. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Lord. I feel you. I'm most definitely gonna be shot in the prayer. Yes. Because I would be in disbelief. Like, not because I came here, but just the fact that he's in front of me. Like, my daddy is in front of me. Oh, my goodness. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to die an awful death, but I'm not afraid of dying because I know I'm doing his bidding on this side and I've turned from my wicked ways. I'm excited. Right. Yeah. I don't want to do a painful one. Well, it's going to be painful anyway. Just something hard-headed, something just bloop, I'm out. Something like that. Yeah. Yeah. Something. I don't want to think of those other ways. And you know what's crazy that people don't want to talk about? Some people may not die. That's another thing people don't talk about. And when I say some people may not die, for instance, God can come back today. We ain't dead. And we just gonna float on up. So we didn't die. I mean, we died flesh-wise, but we didn't die. So some people, the rapture, correct. Some people may not die. They just gonna float on up. So you never know when he coming back. We don't know. We could be sitting here watching a scary movie and eating popcorn. And then I realize, oh, well, she gone. What happened? And then I look, well, I'm floating on up. All right. I know what time it is. Forget this popcorn. So we're going to go to the next question. Let's see. What does the Bible say about money? Oh, yeah, when that trumpet comes, some people are going to be scared. Now, I know some people are going to be scared because they're going to say, well, what is that noise? Oh, you don't know what it is, but I know what it is. Let me go on and get ready. Let me put on my best before, listen, because some people really have never read the Bible. Some people don't even know who God is. Some people have been dealing with the devil since they've been born. And it's so sad. There are people out there that don't even know what that means. When that sky crack, people scared. I'm not scared. Let's go. Let's go. Let me make sure I got on my best clothes. Well, it really don't matter because it's going to fall off me anyway. So never mind. we going up there as a spirit. So it really don't matter. Right? It does get you excited. It really do. It really do. What does the Bible say about money? Or what's your take about money? What does the Bible say about money? The love of it is the root of all evil. Correct. Money is the root of all evil. I think I was having this conversation with my mom and I said, money is the root of all evil. She said something about, well, no, it's not. And I'm looking at her like, yeah, you lost. And I did say my mother, I have no shame. I said, yeah, you lost. Because it is. It is. When money starts to run your life, it's a problem. When you start stealing, it's a problem. When you start lying just to get money, it's a problem. When you start using your body to get money, it's a problem. I am 32 years old. I make enough to survive. Do I want to make more? Yes, I do. But I am not after money. I promise you. That's right. But God still gets his 10%. Yes, he does. Yes, he does. He still gets 10%. Like, I think sometimes people, they get money and money changes people. And I'm not even saying it changes how, they are as far as like where they used to stay and where they, because I feel like everybody should want to grow in life. So of course, if you get more money, you probably want a better car, you probably want a better place, you probably want to put your kids in a better school. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. But when you start acting different and your heart starts to you start not being still, giving, and you're starting to become selfish and you're starting downing others who are not where you are at, that's not good. Because now you're idolizing money. And you know what they say? If you idolize anything before God, that's a sin. Money does not make you happy. It really does not. How I know? There's a person I know that makes great money, and that person is not happy at all. At all. Not in love. They're going through the motions, but they're not really happy. I think money is just to get us things that we need. Amen, Paula. I be throwing that check at him. It's these desires that people be having that sometimes you go out the window and you start changing because that's tangible. Right. Exactly. Like certain things. Like I know a person who was making great money. Me and Emily know this person making great money. I think we are at we was at Myrtle Beach. We was somewhere, and this person went and bought a bag. And I remember Emily said 200 and something. I think it was like $235 for a bag. I would never. I don't care how much money. And this person was getting $1,500. Probably, I think, every car they sold. $1,500. And it was just like, you know what you could have been doing with that money? You could have been saving. You could have been helping other people. You could have been investing. There's $1,500 for every car you sold, and you sold 10 cars a month. Well, I think it was between 7 to 10 cars a month. From what I remember now. They could have been lying, because they tend to lie. Me and Emily know they tend to lie sometimes. So I don't know. But I know that person did have money. I definitely know that. And Emily saw that bag and $235 a bag. And it was a name brand, a bag. And I'm like, it's a bag. I'm not spending no $200 on no bag. I don't care how much money I made. I'm not doing it. That's why if I ever get rich, I'm not changing nothing. I'm gonna buy me a house, of course, yes, and I may buy me a car, but I'm not buying 3 or 4 or 5 cars. I'm not about to sit here and do all this unnecessary stuff. No, what you can do is give back. You can help people that need help. Right, the clearance. But that person was addicted to name brand. That's the problem. Still today. Pinching pennies, rubbing pennies together because they still want name brand. I don't care nothing about no name brand. I'm a Fashion Nova who, a TJ Maxx who, and a Walmart here, okay? Then I'll still make it look good. Let's see. See, you can have all the money and still be depressed and down. Money, right? No, it can't. It definitely cannot. Man, should I already know? She does love us on Walmart. She sure do. Yeah. Yep. My favorite place is TJ Maxx, Fashion Nova. And I get that clearance. Oh, and Torrid. I'll get my shoes from Torrid. I'll get 3 or 4 pair of shoes for $100. You just got to get that clearance. So you got to catch that end of the year sale or maybe like a Christmas sale. That's the only time I really shop. Other than that, it's really for my kids. Or I'm just saving up. Like today, I just got paid and my money went straight to rent. Did I care? No, I didn't because I got a place to stay. But others would be like, dang it. I want to go get these shoes. Forget them shoes. I need shelter. So everybody don't have that mindset. But I thank God that I do, that we do, Let's see here. Okay, so we have 4 and then 5 more questions and then we're done. Okay. What do you think it means Get them shoes and be on right. Get them shoes and be on the street. Yeah, and that's what most people do. They'll sit there and they'll wait to pay their bill. Like the bill could be due 2 weeks later, right? And instead of paying it on time or before, you rather wait till 2 weeks later, but you better get them shoes, and then you're gonna find. Then you're like, okay, well, I got 2 weeks to come up with the money. You had the money. Why didn't you just pay the rent? It's weird, and that's why you gotta be careful who you marry and who you deal with, because everybody may not have may not have the mindset that you have. And that's why in the midst of me dating, I'm asking questions left and right. What's your credit score? Who you live with? You got a savings account? 401k? Is it in your name? Like, I don't play no games. Now, dating in 2024, I'm asking questions off rip. You can say it's too personal, and you can sit there and say, I don't feel comfortable. Then you better go on somewhere, because I need these questions answered today. Show me a receipt. Is the car in your name? Who? Daddy, mama, sister, brother? Which one? I need to know. Credit score 400, get on out the door. I'm sorry. We're too grown for this. And I'm not judging. We're just too grown. Once you get 30 and up, I'm sorry. I just don't believe in that kiddie stuff no more. I'm just saying that kiddie stuff we can't do. And don't settle for all that time. Y'all, that's a whole different story. But I'm not with that. Let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna get back to the questions. Okay. Where in your life, right, there's the door, okay, wide open. Where in your life do you need the reminder that God is there and he is present? So where is it sometimes in your life do you feel that you need a reminder? Is it when you're going through something, or is it when you already have something and you're just trying to keep it? You know, is it to where you just lost a little bit of faith? Is it to where somebody died? Like, when is it to where you need a reminder? Because I believe everybody do. Some people say, well, no, I know God's there. Okay, we got that. We know that God's there. But come on, let's be real. You're human. Where is it a time to where you sometimes need a reminder? Like, God, are you here? Can you hear me? Because sometimes he may not speak to you. Sometimes he probably don't want to talk to you today, tomorrow, next year, 2 years from now. So where is it at to where you may want a reminder? When I'm going through something, or when my son is. Okay. I definitely need it. I can feel when something coming. So I'll be like, oh, here we go. I'll be like, here we go. Another season. I think when my life may feel stagnant and nothing. Right. Yeah. Yeah, that too. Like, man. So when you're going through something, when you feel like nothing is happening at the moment. Okay. Yeah. And I think sometimes we be so, and isn't that thing we got to work on as Christians? We be so used to the fact that nothing is happening that we thinking that something's happening. Let me say that again. We think that because nothing is happening that we feel something is happening, when it could just be nothing. Like, you ever had that happen to where you just already assuming, somebody happened. And then it's really just nothing. Like, God is really good on you right now. Like, right now, it's your season to relax. No, nothing this is supposed to happen right now. No, you are supposed to breathe this season. Oh, you are supposed to smile. You are supposed to be happy. You are supposed to laugh. But because you've been through so much in life, you just automatically think, hold on now. Something's too good around here. Hold on now. Everything's actually in order. Like, that's never happened. When God has given me the same lesson I need to grow from and learn from. Yes, that too. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. Why is it important to trust God, even when it feels like we are stuck or struggling and he is gone? So even when God is gone, and then when I say gone, I'm talking about for years. And I don't know if this ever happened to you guys, but we're talking about where you haven't heard from him in years. Give or take 3 or more, right? Why is it important that we trust him even though we feel like, he's not here? Why is that so important? Now, I've never known God to be gone for that long for me, because he probably know in my heart, shot, they can't take that much. I can't. I done went cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. The longest been months before. Now, I have gone months without hearing him, but never years. But, why is it important that we trust God in the midst of him being gone for so long? I definitely want to know y'all answer on that one. That's a good one. What else, what else you gonna do? I sure ain't gonna trust myself, LOL. If God were to be silent towards me, then I will lean on his word until he talks to me again. All right, that's right. That's right. I'm gonna keep doing what I was doing before he left. I think that he is testing you because he wants to surrender to him. He wants you to surrender to him. And I have been through this where I didn't hear from him. What? Paula, how long? How many years? Oh, you are strong. Mm, I give that one to you. Oh my gosh. 6 years? Man, my daughter gonna be 6 in a couple of weeks. Man, I don't see you are with you. God bless you. Right. That's a long time. And see, and that's what I'm saying. Like, everybody is not fit to do certain things, but that just shows you that he made you specifically, like you were fit, you were chosen to go through that. Because I'm real with you. I know I done been hitting my head on the wall, like, okay, Lord, like, so kudos to you. And I'm proud of you for going that long, not hearing him and still being a Christian. Most people would have given up. Most people would have went to sin. Most people probably would have even did suicide. You just never know. So I am proud of you for going that long and still being who you are today. That is amazing. Oh yeah, definitely with a straight jacket. Crazy home. Singing to myself the same song over and over. I won't let you fall. I won't let you. Hey. That's all you would have kept hearing from me. Hey. And they would have said, take her in, get her locked up. Because I just wouldn't know what to do. But you are, listen, commend you. Commend you. Commend you. You are a warrior. Keep going. That's a reason. Okay. Yeah, that was going through a lot. Well, listen, let me tell you something. What you gathered from Bible study. You have me and Emily here. We are prayer warriors. Okay. And I'm just letting you know, I'm not bragging. I'm very humble, but I am anointed. Okay. You are too as well. And when people are anointed, Emily is too. That's why we friends this long. When you have an anointed group of people, I promise you, we got you. Okay. Because I would go through a situation and I didn't want nobody else praying on me but Emily. Because you don't want anybody just praying on me. You don't want anybody just, talking. You don't want to talk to anybody about it and everything. Because some people don't want the best for you. But I can promise you, like, even throughout life or whatever you got going on, we don't even have to speak every day. We can even speak through Bible study. You are in our prayers. I promise you that. So 2 or 3 are gathered in his name, there will be. Yes. And it don't take much. And that's the thing. It don't take a whole, a village of people, because in that village is always an outcast. So you gotta be careful with that too. But definitely, yeah. You always gonna need that prayer. You always gonna need that person that could really get on their knees and really pray. Um Okay, next question. Next question. In what ways have you seen God do more in your life? In what ways have you seen God do more in your life? Yeah. Oh, it's definitely that's Paula. That's why I've really never had friends like that. Now people will come, but they always go. They're here. Most people that come in your life, especially when you're on a spiritual transition, or when you already been saved, baptized, and you're now a Christian, and you leap over into Christian. Um, there's always going to be an assignment. There's always going to be a person either coming in as an assignment, coming in as a disturbance, a distraction, and I've always wondered, like, I never understood it. I do now, but before I'd be like, man, why I always have like one friend? It was always just that one or two people. And I used to be upset about it because I would want to do things. Oh, it's going to die. I would be upset about it because I would always want to do things, and I could never really do what I want. Hold on now. Hold on, y'all. Let me see something. Yeah, that's my fault. Hold on. Let me turn the light on. All right. There we go. Okay. Let me see here. Girl, you sure you want to ask that question? We probably should have done Zoom because I can't fit all that into the box. God done been so good to me. just name one. I just want each of us to just name one thing that he's doing. But yeah, it's really hard to find people that's really for you and that really care for your well-being. Like really, really care for you and not just trying to use you or get anything out of it. Like, I'm gonna be friends with Paula because she knows this person. I'm gonna be friends with Paula because she has access to this and that, and I want access. We got to be careful with that type of stuff. And I've been around people like that only want to be my friend because of just me pouring into them. Some people just want to be poured into, and it's exhausting. I wasn't where I was 6 years ago, and he had blessed me so much more with my own everything plus more. Yes, amen. Listen here, Emily. What's your story? I would say mine was 2018. That was the hardest year I've ever faced. The hardest year I've ever faced in my entire life. It was worse than childbirth. In childbirth, I almost died. Lips turning white, head about to fall off, knuckles ashy, feet ashy. I done pooped on myself. It was horrible. But it's like, seriously, 2018, it was crazy. I could have went to jail for something I didn't do. I could have, and I was pregnant with one child. I was talked about with my family of the person that was currently dating. He was talking about me. It was horrible. I used to cry myself to sleep. I was like, Lord, how am I gonna do this? And I remember God told me to focus on him. He said to focus on him. I didn't have a job. And then when I did get a job, I wasn't making a lot of money. I couldn't pay for my kids' daycare. I couldn't pay for my car note. I couldn't pay for my phone bill. So I had my dad paying my car insurance. I had Emily paying my car note, and I had my mother paying my phone bill. And it was horrible. I just got into a new apartment, and I got evicted out of that new apartment because I had to move back home to my mother. And it was horrible. And I dealt with that for 3 years. And it was hard, but he told me to trust him. He said, trust me. I had to get a mental assessment, even though I know I wasn't slow, passed it with flying colors. I had to take a parent teacher class, which, I have 2 degrees in early childhood. So why am I taking a class? I know how to treat kids. Like, I'm not a bad mom, and I had to do that. I had to show them for 6 months that I was a good parent. And that's all because of one person that came in my life, the devil. He's a straight flat. And I've never seen him since then. So thank you, Lord. And I will never see him again. But that one person came in my life and flipped my world upside down. So that's why it's great to have discernment. That's why normally when I talk to people, I ask certain questions, and I do go over with Emily because Emily have discernment like no other. Yes, Lord. Now I'm again for that. Her discernment is out of this world. So that's why I'm like, you what you think about this? And that's why it's good to have a friend like that. But it was definitely hard. It was hard. And it took 3 years. And one day, it was that one judge that looked at my paper and said, why is she going through this? I'll never forget she said this. Why is this mother going through this? She has nothing on her background. She's never been to jail. Why are y'all putting her through this? Nobody said nothing. And then she said, case dismissed. When I heard her thing hit, what's it called? The little thing said, bloop. Man, I cried. Y'all don't understand. I cried. My attorney cried. Jason, I forgot what he was to me, but the person that was helping me, he cried. We all got in a huddle and we just started crying. Like we all just started crying because it was amazing. And that's when God said, that's it. Now that's it. You did what you did. That's it. You did it. You believed in me. Now, I kid y'all not. Family, and Emily knows, family turned on me. Boyfriend turned on me. Struggling. I mean, y'all, struggling to where we stealing stuff. Just stealing, stealing clothes, wipes, diapers, formula to feed my baby. Because the own father didn't want to help. Like, it was crazy. Baby formula, yes. It was crazy. And I went on like that for 3 years, y'all. So it was, but God always had his hand on me. He always had his hands on me. And then, you know what's crazy? Now I'm going to go back to Emily's story. But what's crazy is God said, do not touch my anointed. I will tell y'all, and Emily can vouch for me, Paula, every person that said something about me, every person that said something about me in the midst of me going through that 3-year season, then it got flipped, turned, scattered, everything flip-floppy. So everything that they talked about, laughed about, when I say God will have your enemies at your footstool, I mean everything I've been through. All of them been through it. I got one person right now still going through it. Still going through it. And always tell me, I'm sorry I said it about you. Hey, I told you, you don't know who you was dealing with. You didn't know I was anointed, did you? You didn't know who I was. You just gossiping and have no idea what I was going through. So yeah, you know, we got to be mindful about that. And yes, thank the Lord. Because that's one story I will never forget. Oh my gosh, it was the worst year of my life. And now I have my own apartment. Now I have a beautiful car. Now I have over 20,000 in the bank. Now I have a good job. I have my own business. I have my credit score is 782. It will be at 800 in a couple of months. Next 3, 4, next month, because it goes up 46, so 32 every month. Yep. So, I mean, it's amazing how it just switched like that. But hey, that's God. I tell you, you can't play with His anointed. Thou shalt not touch, and they touched me. Okay, so Emily's story. God changed my heart. He took me out of homosexuality completely, fully. Yes, that's true. Just this past month, from dealing with that for over 10 years, that is a long time. And delivered me from the pornography for over 12 years. Thank God be to glory. That's amazing. That is amazing. And the fact that you've gone through with that long and you're like, you said, completely, fully out of it. Most people would have given up. Most people would have been like, no, this feels good. The flesh just want to take over. And I was there, she was, going through a lot in and out, just praying, crying, going through so much. And if you look at her today, I done told her, like, Emily, you got it. Or I think I told her once, she laughed at me one time. I said, you're going to be, I seen when you dressing up, as a woman and you got your hair done, you got your nails and toes done. And here she go, no, I don't know about that. This was years ago, though. I don't know about that. I don't know that. Look at her now. Hair done, nails done, toes done, wearing dresses. I mean, bougie now. Ooh, she bougie. Just bougie. Because she drive trucks and, I tell you what. Bougie. Just sassy. Singing. And she loves them fedora hats. That's, oh my gosh. But yeah, I definitely, I look, I look at pictures of what I used to look like and see now, but my internal is the real change that I love. Yeah, that too. Yes, because she used to be stubborn and a little nasty now. I'm just playing. I'm just playing. She's really sweet. She's just so sweet, like a little sweet little pillow pie. Just so sweet. She is. Anytime I'm just going through something, if I'm hungry, I'm tired, I'll tell you, I think one time I was sick and she had ordered me something. I ain't even know somebody was coming to the door. I said, well, what is going on here? So when you got friends like that don't even, you ain't even got to speak it and they do it, you better keep them. I done told her she ain't really going nowhere, but she thinks, she be tripping on some days. She have a little days. Let me see here. I get it from my guy. Yes. So we're going to go to the next question and we are almost done, y'all. I got to get y'all off and I have to do these orders. Let me see here. What makes faith hard for you? Most definitely praying for a friend like that. Paula, we're here. What you talking about? What you talking about? You still in Greenie? Where you at? One day we all gonna get together. How about that? You want to do that? I'm up for a trip as long as Emily's driving. Ooh, yes, Lord. I'll pack the lunchbox. Let's see. Paula, girl, what's wrong with you? We are here. Right, girl, we here. We gonna get together. We gonna have some lunch. Matter of fact, where you at? So Emily do the driving because and then I'll be in the passenger seat, sleep, and and we're gonna go. We could go to the movies. We could go a little shopping. Let's get pampered, girl. Let's get our nails and toes done. Oh, you in Columbia? Girl, my family in Columbia. I go down there all the time. And Emily, okay. Emily truck station is in West Columbia. I think I was just down there when I had picked Emily up. I forgot what day that was. I think it was like 2-3 weeks ago. Yeah. Okay. So Emily, the next time that I'm down there as well, we got to go to Paula. Yeah. She not far out. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna go out to eat. We're gonna get our nails and toes done, probably go to the movies, go out to eat. Sound like a date? Okay, all right now. You heard it, Emily. She said it sounded like a plan. Okay. All right, so you guys, what makes faith hard for you? What makes it so hard? Oh, that's just, I don't know why that, and I ain't charged it forever. I think I want some chicken nuggets. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm being fat. I am really hungry. Like, I'm so hungry. Oh, it just sucks. What makes faith hard for you? I think for me, I would say it becomes really hard when you don't have results right away sometimes. And like, yeah, when you have to wait and not knowing the future and having let go of your physical and trust that God already worked it out in the spiritual for you, just have to wait on the physical manifestation. Yes. Yeah, I was about to say that. Like, it's just having to wait and like you don't know what's gonna happen. You don't know the outcome. So you kind of itching like you a drug addict, like, man, what's going on? I need to know. Like, I need to know. And it just makes you okay. I think for me, my strongest one, faith become hard for me when I know I can feel my husband out there, but I can't see him and I don't know who he is. It kind of pisses me off. I call Emily about it all the time. I know she's tired of me talking about it, but it's just, I know he's there. I just don't know who he is. I can feel him, but I just don't know. Is that weird? Like, y'all, I really don't know. Like, he's here, he's coming soon, but I don't know this man. Who is this man? And that's where I'll be like, okay, Lord, like you told me to wait, and I waited. I've been single since 2019, y'all. It's 2024. Now we are women here, so we can, and I know other people are going to come in and watch the live, but there are times everybody wanted to be loved, cuffed up, cuddled. Paula, she be getting mad at me, Bo. I be scared, like, Lord, now please before she strangle me. Yeah, it just be right, just we know what this mean, right? Everybody know what this mean. Paula, you gonna catch on to it. When you hang around us more, you be like, okay, I know she's about. But yes, like I just, but yeah. Let's see. What is your favorite miracle that Jesus performed for you? And then we got one question and we're done. What is your favorite miracle that Jesus performed for you? God will wipe the dust away. Okay. Woo. What is your favorite miracle Jesus performed for you? Of course, mine will be 2018. Hands down. Oh, and then when I was living with my ex and I was just, oh my gosh, it was horrible, y'all. Oh my goodness. And I called my best friend, and which is Emily. And Emily said, no, you leaving now. You're leaving now. That was a miracle, y'all. That was a miracle. Because at that time, my credit was about shot. I had a job, but I wasn't making much. I think $12 an hour. And I was like, I got to get away from him. Not saying he was abusive, but he was a little cuckoo. He was a little crazy. And he was just doing me wrong. And Emily said, no, you're leaving now. You're leaving now. And 2 weeks later, I was in my own place. And I was like, how did I get here? So I know that was God. Like I can feel it was God. It was time for me to go. My son, because he was nonverbal, now he, oh, yes, Lord. Yes. How old is your son? That he allowed me to love those I thought I wouldn't have been able to. Yeah. Because you were a little, I'll tell you, you was a little stubborn, boy. Paula, I love that God be, yes, yeah. Yeah, no, I couldn't stay there no more. I remember I called her. Emily said no. I mean, I ain't never had her yell at me like that before. Never. She yelled at me, "You're getting out of there now!" I said, "Oh." I was like, "Oh." Oh, she wasn't playing. She came down there. We fill out that application. No games. Thank you so much. He is 6'9". Okay, cool. So gas age. All right. Oh, okay. That's what she said. You're getting out of there now. I don't like this nigga. Now, see, when she gets mad, which no one's perfect. When she get mad and she said the N-word, this nigga. Oh gosh. And you feel it too. In your bone. Let's see. And the last one. What Bible character do you relate to the most? What Bible character do you relate to the most? And that's all the questions. What Bible character do you relate to the most? I got to think about this. Is it Ruth? Which one met her Boaz? Which one? Who was that? Because didn't God purposely had her there and him there on purpose so he could see her and he liked her. Who was that? It's so many. I know the story. Oh, yes. Ruth. Yeah, that's me now. Yeah, that's me right there. That's me right there. I'm going to see him on the right time. We're going to meet or maybe text. Who knows? The right time. Yes, Ruth. Yeah, how that happened. A virtuous woman. Now, I think that one, I don't think it was nobody's name. I think he was just talking about it. And that's when he told me to do the color purple. I never knew what purple meant. Purple was royalty. I never knew that. I'm like, God, you said do purple for my business. Okay, I don't even like purple like that. But when he said it, I said, all right, I will do it. I'm honestly still learning. But right now I would say, oh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I remember God told me on my 31st birthday to actually, I kept seeing Job when I was asleep. I kept seeing Job. And I'm like, okay, what is Job? I've never read Job. I didn't know Job was in the Bible. So I happened to go in the Bible because he just kept showing me Job. I said, okay, let me go in the Bible. I didn't read it because I said, oh no, this is a long story. So on my 31st birthday, me and my best friend went to go see my dad in North Carolina. Daddy come out of nowhere. Mind you, I never talked to this about it. I never told him about this, Paul, at all. My dad come in the room. They got Job on Netflix. And I'm looking at him like, who told you that? Because I never told you that God told me to read about Job. That's how I know, like, my God speaks to my daddy. Like, it was just amazing. And so I said, okay. So I think Emily fell asleep like she always do. She can stay up, but if you feed her some good ice cream, she's out. So I'm sitting there, we eating ice cream, and I'm watching Job. She falls asleep, and I happen to really get into it. And I'm like, okay, this is amazing how he lost everything. His kids, his house, his money, his wife, his integrity, his reputation, got sick. And it's literally at the time when he got sick, all he had to do was ask God, to really pour, God forgiveness and, God, I'm sorry. That's all he had to do. Soon as he did that, he got 10 times more. I said, oh my goodness. And I'm like, why did God want me to read about Job? And it made sense for me because at that time, everything was just taken away from me at that point. I couldn't talk to Emily. I lost my job at the daycare center. I was dealing with a person I didn't want to be around me anyway. Like, I was losing everything. And I remember he told me to do that. So that's a good one. That is a really good one. 3 to 4 confirmation to read it. And I'm reading it. Girl, yes. And it should be, I think it's on Netflix too. And I don't know if it's still on there, but it was on, and it was a really good movie. Literally everything in the Bible, they did it in the movie. I'm telling you, everything. It's so good. I would say Peter. Okay, he was a disciple. Yes, he was. That had a lot of issues, but when he got it together, he was Jesus' most trusted disciple. When Jesus ascended into heaven, Peter went in and wasn't playing around. I know that's right. I understand it. Yeah, I can see you being Peter. Miss Peterson. Okay. Paula, don't listen to these lies. She do the same stuff her daddy do. Be so ready to watch something and go straight to sleep and act like they up. Yeah. Yes. But don't watch the scary movie with her because she'll leave you up by yourself and then you be scared. Don't watch it with her. Especially Chucky. She'll probably start crying. She don't like doll babies. But okay, guys. So that was just something different that I wanted to do with you guys today. For us to just for me to ask questions and we just have an open mic. So next Bible study, Friday, I cannot do it because Fridays my daughter's birthday party is at the skating ring. Saturday. So Friday night, I have a hair appointment. And I think my nephew gonna be here, so I gotta entertain him too. Emily gonna be here, gotta entertain her, got a little surprise for her, so she can be quiet. And so I can't do it Friday, but I can do it Thursday. So, let me see. Zumba is that? Ooh, yeah, I can do it Thursday at 5. Mm-hmm. Okay, because Wednesday I gotta get my nails done. So Bible study will be Thursday at 5 next Thursday. Okay, Thursday at 5, not Friday, because Friday is my got to get ready for my daughter's birthday party Saturday morning. Her birthday party is at 10 in the morning. So you know what time I got to be there? Probably 9 or 8, because I have to set up. I got to get her cake. I got to make the doggy bags and, you know, the goodie bags to people. So Thursday at 5 is cool. Okay, good. And then I will actually have a word for you guys, and, you know, my reminders that I want to leave with you guys every time. So, okay, so I'm gonna let you guys go because I got to do these orders. Lord, Paula, you will receive an email probably around. I'll be at the gym, but I'll have. Okay. Let me see. Probably around like 9-ish. I'm gonna get yours out of the way first, and then we'll be good to go. And then you'll get an email when it's been shipped off, which I'm going to take it to UPS tomorrow. And it's going to be early because I have something to do at 11 o'clock with the kids. They have a little bouncy house out here with hot dogs. It started at 11 to 2. So hot dogs, a bunch of stuff going on here, which I'm very excited about because it gives me something to do. But all right. So, okay. So you guys, y'all have a great weekend. Okay, stay safe, be blessed. I hope these questions make you think more about yourself and how proud you should be of yourself and how much you've overcame, how much you've been through, how much you've gone through, and how much you've been through the situations that you've gone through. You know, so I just really wanted to ask these questions so we can take a look back at ourselves and be like, okay, wow, I really did that. Because sometimes people don't really, not all, but most people, you know, they know you've gone through something, but do they constantly, or do they, you know, make you feel special about what you've been through? Like, hey, you remember 2018 when you conquered that goal? Most people don't do that nowadays. They don't really care, you know? So I just wanted to ask questions. I don't know what we all been through personally. Even me and Emily been friends for 11 years, but there's certain things I may have no idea that she's been through, you know? So these questions, I just wanted to get a better hindsight of you all and see where your mind is at, and you see where your mind is at, and see how much you've grown. So I love that. Talk to y'all soon. Love y'all both. Thank you very much. Yes. So y'all have a great night. I'll see y'all next Thursday at 5. Okay. All right. Y'all have a good weekend. Love ya.